Hi, it's Getting Baked with Di. I'm ready to make some canna butter and some canna honey with concentrate. Now, the only thing that is difficult about this is getting the concentrate out of the syringe. This stuff is extremely sticky, and you need to remember this is very, very concentrated. This is, I've got here my sour diesel, and it is 82.3% THC. So you're getting a lot more than you would with, say, a 21.5% flour. You need to keep that in mind when dosing. But what I like to do to get it to come out easily, I have these little metal shot glasses. I fill them with hot water and stick the syringe, I take it out of its container, and put it in here to soak. I like to keep the water low enough that it doesn't come up inside of the little lip. I don't want it to go up inside of the little lip. And I let it soak. And you can even just run it under very hot tap water. There's a lot of ways of doing it. I've seen it where you turn on your oven and then put a little baking dish down with one of those baking mats in it and turn your oven off and stick it in there. That's a lot of trouble. Just run it under hot water. So then I'm going to just squeeze this. I've already put some indica in, about 250 milliliters of indica. I'm making a hybrid butter. And now I'm putting in approximately 500 milliliters of this sour diesel. Sorry, I've been eating my edibles today, and I had a 4-hour nap. But as you can see, it's just coming right out. I've already emptied the two in there. That was the last little bit of our butter. It just came right out, empty. That's so awesome. You can actually soak these in hot water and little tiny bits of hot water, and then use that in your recipes as well. Don't throw them away till you know you've gotten every bit of your medication out of there. So I like to put the lid back on and store it back in its container so I know what I've used. Now, so I have that in my melted butter. I like to get a knife and just stir it around and stir it around. I love these glass containers. Now, if I was doing this with olive oil or coconut oil, I could just store it right on the shelf for 2 months and it wouldn't lose its potency at all, or store it in the refrigerator for months and months and months. I'm using butter, and because there's milk solids in it, I want to store it in the refrigerator just for health reasons. But it will last for a long, long, long time in the refrigerator before it loses its potency, just as long as any butter would. So that is beautiful. I've got that all mixed in. And I like to use a knife, not a fork, because in my opinion, it's easier to get all of the THC concentrate and butter off of your knife than it is with a fork. So that is just so lovely and beautiful. And you can even put it in the little nuker for no longer than 10 seconds, just to make sure that it is completely infused. Okay, next, we're going to set that aside. And we have our honey. Honey. Okay, so I have poured. I don't want to make a whole lot of honey. I like to use this on my veggie sausage in the morning, and I like to just take spoonfuls of it. I used a local organic honey because this will fight off allergens, and when you have sore throats and colds and sniffles. In fact, a spoonful of honey will keep the allergies away. So I have a little bit of honey in here. So this is going to be very powerful because I'm just using a little bit. Now for this one, I have Bubba Kush, and it is very, 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 very powerful. This is 92.1% THC. So this is some special honey. Very special honey. Let's see if the lid will come off carefully, easily. And it does. And if the lid doesn't come off easily, that means that you need to put it back under the hot water for another minute or two, or another couple of seconds. And we'll just see how easily it comes out. if at all. May have to run this one back under the hot water. But this will just be squeezed into the honey as well, just like with the butter. And we'll just stir it up with our knife, a different one from the butter. And then it will be perfect and ready to infuse. This, I think, the water has gotten cold, so it's not coming out very fast. So I'm going to cut that off. And I will be right back. Got to put it under the water. Hot water. Doesn't feel very hot. There we go. We're getting there. All right, let's see if this works for us. Yes, the lid came right off. And to squeezing we will go. Yep. I like to get my thumbnail up under the lip and push. It gives me more leverage. And just keep pushing. There we go. You see that? That is coming right out beautifully. Yes. A little bit of hot water goes a long ways. Now on these vials, there's measurements on it, just like a measuring cup. So you can tell how much you're using, which is great for dosing. You want to be aware of how much you're taking. It is my goal to, oh Lord, got a lot in here. It's my goal to have cannabis of some sort, or CBD, some sort of cannabis in every single meal that I eat. That's my goal. I want to be super healthy, and in my opinion, that's the way to do it. Oh, that's so beautiful. So gorgeous. It's mine, I can do that. Now, I'm gonna put the lid back on because I still have a little bit left. I've used all but about 100 milliliters. So we have quite a bit in here. Quite a bit. Now, I'm going to put this in the microwave for 10 seconds to heat it up so it will help it to mix, because the concentrate is very thick, as is the honey. Honey. Sorry, I'm Southern, y'all. So that's going to make that fabulous. We have our butter. I also want to nuke it for 10 seconds. Beautiful. Just about completely melted in already. We're just going to stir it around, getting every last little bit mixed in. That's why I like to use the knife. You can get every bit of it scraped off back into the bowl. Love these little glass bowls that come with their plastic containers. Perfect for storage. And because I live in Florida, I'm going to put this little plastic lid on this glass container, and then I'm going to put this container inside of a Tupperware container, because the struggle with ants in Florida is real, and it's really not fun. Ask anyone. Oh, that's so delicious. You can taste the sour, lemony notes. Oh, so good. Really delicious. I get why they call it sour diesel. And then it's mixing in with the floral notes from the honey. That's going to be delicious on sausage. It's going to be delicious on anything. Even if I wanted to glaze carrots with it or whatever. Very good. So I will just store this, put the lid on it. It's all good. I'm going to put my butter in the microwave for 10 seconds. And then put it in the refrigerator, and I can cook with it. I can make my cheese puffs. I can bake with it. I can use it to drizzle on vegetables. Whatever you use butter for, I can put on biscuits, on toast, on anything. There it is. So, go ahead and make yourself some can of butter with concentrate or some can of honey. Quite frankly, anything you want. Concentrate is very easy. It's already activated, already decarbed. So let's get baked together. Stay tuned and high. Namaste.